Hey guys, so I just got software update 2019.12.1.1, so I just want to talk about it real quickly. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So with 2019.12, point 12.1.1, here are the new features that come with this update. So the first one is high speed performance. And so basically it just says that it maintains torque and power for longer periods of time at higher speeds. So, obviously I'm going to assume that's freeway. I didn't really get a chance to test it out. I kind of did this morning, but I didn't really feel too much of a difference. But like I said, I didn't really get a chance to test it out too much. I'm sure it's there, but what the 5% power increase and a recent update is just a little bit like the 5% increase was feelable. For me, it was more in kind of a mid-range. So I mentioned this in another video that I haven't even released yet. But I kind of noticed it more in the 20 to about 60 range, more than just like straight from 0. So it's there. And I'm sure you'll be able to feel it maybe a little bit, but not too much. In the software updates, they actually made a new screen. So if you can see it down here, it says software. And basically what you can do in software now is when you go to update, it'll actually give you like a download bar, and it'll tell you how far your bar is, how far your download is, which is pretty cool. That's kind of nice to know if you're, that impatient about wanting to get an update. So that's kind of cool. And then I think it actually says in here too that it tells you things about past updates as well. So it kind of keeps a log for you. So that's kind of nice. They have, I'm not sure if they brought back games or they just added games, but there's the Tesla Tari games now, a whole bunch of them, as you can see. So, if you're into playing games when maybe you're sitting at the supercharger or something, you've got a whole bunch of them to choose from now. So have fun, knock yourself out. This is a good one. En route battery warm up. So I'm sure you've heard online that, with this update, basically if you go into navigate and say, hey, maps, I'm going to go to the supercharger to go get some juice. The en route battery warm up will actually warm up your battery. So that way it's at optimal temperature when you are ready to supercharge, when you get to the actual station in the stall. And so that way you can supercharge faster and get out of there faster. So it says it reduces average charging time by 25%. So that's pretty good. I'm looking forward to using that. Obviously, like I said, I just got it yesterday, so I haven't had a chance to do that yet, but next time I supercharge, I'll definitely do that and see if it reduces time, which will be really nice, because that's just a really smart thing to do to, warm it up so you can get people in and out of those stalls as fast as possible. They added language support as well. So say English isn't your first language, or maybe your parents or someone that also drives a car doesn't speak English, they speak a different language. You can change that now in controls display language. Let's see if we can control displays language. So English is the obviously default, but Spanish, French Canadian, Italian, Dutch, Korean, Japanese, and it looks like simplified Chinese at this point. So those are the languages they have. That's pretty cool. If you don't, if you're ESL. They updated the web browser, which I heard is a pretty big one too, because the web browser before is total trash. It doesn't really do anything. So I've heard this one is actually pretty good. I'm not really going to play with it right now, but from what I hear, it's more like your regular web browser where you can actually do stuff on it. So that's really nice. This update, dang, this is like a big one. They have a lot of stuff on this one. Tire pressure monitoring system. So you can now set it where you want it to. So this is basically for kind of aftermarket stuff, or you're at a track day or something. You can, set your tire pressure monitoring system. Let's see. I think you can just set it. So basically it doesn't keep beeping at you all the time if you're doing something like a track day where basically it's going to be way higher, way lower than the default settings. So that's nice. You don't have to keep listening to the car beep at you when you already know, because you're doing something that is not normal for the car. And that's pretty much it for this update. You can see peak power increase from last time. They did some dash cam stuff, so that's all last time. And it says that they fixed some bugs as well. So a couple other things I've been hearing from online is that possibly people are saying this one is buggy, and so don't download it. So I'm going to say download it at your own risk. I didn't know about this before I downloaded it, but I haven't had any issues. And so there were people saying that they were having issues with their phone key, or basically they couldn't get into the car after they updated to this update. I haven't had that issue at all. So for me, this seems like perfectly fine. This update, a lot of people were saying that they noticed, they saw the update, the notification that, hey, you have an update. And then when they went to get the update, it was gone. And so people are speculating that it might have been because there's some people that have a standard plus that actually got music streaming and browsing capabilities, which is not part of the standard plus package. And so that is speculation on why they might have kind of quote unquote pulled the update, because that wasn't supposed to happen. Like I said, people are speculating it's buggy with the phone key. So that could be another reason that maybe they pulled it, this update. I have noticed this update has been sent super quick to the fleet. I think probably this is one of the fastest updates that they've sent to the entire fleet at once. And so because of that, so either there's two things. Either it could be, maybe it's buggy, which for me personally, I haven't seen any of that. So I don't think that's the issue, but it's a possibility. But maybe more likely is that since they're rolling it out so quick that they've reached their desired batch size for the current stage of this rollout. And so maybe that's why some people are seeing the update and then it goes away, because they've sent it to so many people at once that they're like a good amount of the fleet has it. And so they're good and they don't want to send it to too many people at once. So it'll probably, if you're in that bunch where you saw the update and it disappeared, just wait a couple days and it'll probably show up again. And one other thing I noticed is that it looks like the backup camera has been fixed. So a lot of people have been complaining that the backup camera, you turn the backup camera on and it's black for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. And I actually did notice that in a bunch of past updates, where basically sometimes I have to wait like 15 seconds for it to actually show up. And so if I try it right now, instant. So it looks like it's working. At least for me. So hopefully this update will fix it for you as well, because I know that's kind of an annoying issue for a lot of people. So it looks like that is fixed. And that's basically all I got for this update. So that's all the new stuff. Hope you thought the video was helpful. If you did, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.